Good afternoon, fellas. My name is Anthony. If I didn't introduce myself, I think I introduced myself to you guys earlier. Jose and Chance. Then we got Josh. I want to thank Josh for setting this whole thing up for us to be able to dive into this first lesson, which is called How to Control Your Mind Before It's Too Late.
Yeah.
So the whole premise of this is to see how your mind works and then to give you a perspective that you probably never seen before or heard before.
Okay.
Okay? So I'm gonna need some participation. So if I ask a question, please answer
Yeah.
so we can make this thing fluid and I'm ready to go. So both of y'all have the PDF guide. The first page is a breakdown, but we're gonna start up here. It's gonna be illustration, so it's gonna
Okay.
be very, very intuitive, all right? So with that being said, everything starts, hold on 1 second. Yeah, so everything is gonna start here, right, in your mind. All right, so everything is gonna start here in your mind. That's my illustration of a person, of a man, right? It's men here for the most part, so that's my illustration of a man. Everything is gonna start in your mind, right? So I have a question. Do you control your mind? Yeah? You would say yes? Okay. So you're gonna put yes. And then the thoughts that you're thinking, are those your thoughts? Yeah? Yeah? Okay. Okay. So now, we're gonna take this a step further. We're gonna look at where we currently are. I'm currently in the Bronx, New York right now, which is the USA. You guys are here with me, so it's safe to say that everyone's here in the USA, correct? Okay. So, you're gonna be in the USA. Now, the easiest way to break this down and to get to the basis of it, we're gonna start with the 5 W's and the H. Who, what, where, when, why, and how. All right? So, who? Let's start here. All right. So currently, who do we have here on this page right here? You will see the man, right? So it'll be you in a sense. Also, you can say that we have the USA for who as well.
Okay.
Okay? All right? So when it comes down to who, you could put you and then you could put the USA. Right? And then now we can skip past what and say where are we? The USA, correct? All right. Yeah. The USA, right? Currently we're in the USA, so. Now, when you look at where we are, the USA is a corporation. I don't know if you knew that. The United States is a corporation. Were you aware of that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So since this is a corporation, this corporation has a system. And the system that's being ran is called capitalism. They have a capitalist society. So we aware what capitalism is? In the society, the functions of society? It's an economic society. All right. So now, what are some of the functions that play off capitalism, that keep it running and up and moving? Do we know any of the functions? It's 3 main ones that I personally choose to pick. And Josh, if you want to chime in, you could as well. Any idea? All right, so we're gonna make this a little more intuitive. So now, here are the 3 pillars, right? So you got advertisement, you got propaganda, and then you got programming. Okay, so those are the three pillars that we have so far. Now, let's bring it back to you over here. Since we just spoke about this, we're gonna bring this back full circle again. So now, you're the average man or the average person living in America. Not saying you are, but this is just to throw it out there. Let's say you 30, right? You 30. You're a 30-year man. Let's say you have a house. This is probably not the mansion that y'all wanted, but you know, you got a car. You got a car. You work a 9 to 5. You got a wife, and you got 2 kids. Right? So that's just the average person. And then also, this 30 years is gonna be you here. So you got the American dream right here, right? 30 years working the house, 30 years to pay off your house, 30 years till you retire from the age 30, 65. Kind of touched on that a little bit before we started, right? So
that's the American dream. 30 years span.
Yeah, pretty much. If you want to put it like that, or if you started working from 18, is even more years till you working till you retire, right? Boom. So let's properly place the roof on the house. Okay, now it looks more like a house. All right. So now, if your schedule is from 9 to 5, and you get up, let's say you get up at 7 a.m. What are some of the things that you do when you get up in the a.m. before you go to work?
Wash your face, brush your teeth.
Okay.
Make some tea coffee, eat breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody do different things.
Okay.
So we all can give you a different perspective.
Okay. So for
That's too late to get up, by the way.
what, 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
About 5.
You up by 5? He just getting out of work at 7. Everybody's schedule different. See, he probably get up a little late. I don't know. It just depends on the schedule, right? But let's just say this is the average. This is the average.
I don't, whenever the body rises. I don't do time.
Okay.
Now, I'm
Got you, Trent.
programmed.
To get up.
Like, here's the funny thing, right? I was telling my mom about this, not to cut you.
Yeah.
When I'm in the Highlands, I go to bed early, and I'm up by 5. When I'm here, y'all go sleep late. I don't know. I could just be home. I might fall asleep like 1, 2 o'clock. And I'm up by like 6 to later. It's kind of weird. I don't know. Maybe the atmosphere is different environment, but here, I'm up late.
There you go. So now, back full circle. Now, so at 7 a.m., do you check? So if you up at 7 a.m., any time in the morning when you do rise or afternoon or night or whatever the case may be, is there any point in time where you check your phone?
Yeah. Yeah, I go on my Bible app. Automatic.
Okay. So, all right, first thing, right? So that's the first thing you do. So let's say, so let me take a seat because it's, there you go. So let's say you got email right on your phone, you got social media, you got text, and then you got call. Boom. Right? You got a call. These are the things that's on your phone. So we start with email. What is going to be populated in your email? Most of the time. What's populated in your email?
Junk.
Junk, which is AKA what? There we go. There we go. Boom. Right? So you got advertisement in your email. And then let's say if you scroll on social media, what's going to be on there as well? There we go again.
Advertisement for programming.
Yeah.
Okay. Boom. Right? So you said there, and then you said, because it's 3 of y'all, so I put an arrow for all of them. Now, let's take it a step further. You said text or call, right? Text or call. When you check your text or your call, depending on who it is, whatever message. Yes. So depending on who it is, the message of the person is how you respond or who you respond to.
Yeah.
Based off of, right?
Basically, if you get up and look at your phone, some text you probably tend to right away. Some will be like, I'll do it later on. You know?
Okay. And is there a specific reason why?
Prioritize.
Prioritize. Also, the key to that is also when someone's calling you or texting you, depending on what they're talking about, it's also propaganda.
Okay.
And I'm explaining to you why. I got a call from someone and they're like, oh my God, such and such, this, that, and the third. This is the first thing he says to me. So I let him speak. And then I told him, after he got it off his chest, I said, when you call me, you talk positive when you speak to me. You don't give me bad news. Because now you're forcing me or trying to force me in a state that you want me to be in, as opposed to how my life is going in general. You don't know what's going on with me, but you gotta speak positive to people before you want to tell them something.
So I got a question. What would be positive besides a good morning? Or
Talk about something else before you get into it.
Don't use the word morning.
Yeah, we use
AM, top of the AM.
top of the day.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying. I know that. I'm just saying.
Mhm.
In
So-
general, everybody uses.
Yeah.
You're trying to get the real get this.
So,
What I'm saying,
it's like-
what would be positive to you? That person tell you top of the AM.
How you doing?
How you doing? How was you sleeping? Then go into the conversation.
No, you got to talk about other stuff. Don't call, because if it's not my mom or something directly towards it,
Oh, see, that's what I'm trying to get you at. You said
Yeah.
somebody died, so now when they refer
Yeah,
to
but
it,
that-
a friend or a family member.
yeah. So we're talking about someone who I possibly had dealings with in the past when I was younger.
Okay, now I can write your statement. That's kind of a little confused just now when you say
Yeah.
somebody's going to take some.
But it's still a certain way that you have to do it. To me personally, perspective on life is totally different from coming and just telling somebody bad news, because how I feel is not the way you're gonna feel.
So you learned this, or you was raised this way?
This is over time. This is how you're supposed to speak to people. You speak life to people, not death.
So that's something you learned
Yes.
as you grew. So
Yes.
You adapted, so now I get it.
Yes.
I get what you're saying. I understand you. I just want to understand the mindset of it, because not everybody thinks that way.
Yeah.
And then everybody will process it that way. Like, yo, I'm going to take somebody down. When you talk about 10 months, like, it will be positive. You know what I'm saying? So I got to look at the pros and the cons. So I get what you're saying, though.
Yeah. You also, when you call somebody, you got to think about what you're saying
Yeah.
to them that can affect their mood. Because everything you say, whether they internalize it or not, is going to be affected, right? So now, back to the text and the calling. Depending on what's going on, it's a person, like, we're not going to put your business on camera, but when the person texts you about, what situation, it's more so to alert you, but it's also something that could get you like, oh, I got to do X, Y, Z, and that's not the mood you in.
I think the text, to me personally, depends. I look at the text and I can dissect the situation.
Okay.
Okay, let's say we in the chat and he's talking about the football game and whoever won. All right, I'm gonna answer that later. If it's my mom, like, son, this and such got to get done for the day, I'll jump on that because prioritizing the text. If it's something crazy, I think you get it right then and there. But if like a regular text and like, yo, I'm gonna answer these dudes and I'm done doing my morning routine.
Yeah.
Start the day.
There you go.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's prior to the day. I'd rather a text than a call any day. I look at the phone, any of that. I'll deal with it later.
Yep. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting
A
take.
call could throw you off, like you said. A call could throw off your entire day.
There you go.
Anybody know me? I'm a big text. I don't talk on the phone. I really don't. Text me. A call. You don't know how I slept. I got a bad dream. I got a bad headache. Then it throws you into like, yo, the day is already ruined. Your mind gets sidetracked.
There you go. From what you was doing or what you was doing.
Yeah, you don't want to do this anymore. I had those moments when I call me and check. I'm slaving all day, man. He just threw me off.
There you go. So exactly. So back to
Plants from your garden?
back to here now. So now with this going on, right? If this is your schedule for the next 30 years, and this is what you have going on, and you got, like, let's go back to advertising real quick. You got these companies spending millions of dollars, billions to advertise to you to get to your mind. You can't compete with that. If you drive to work, or if you drive somewhere, if you're not in the city, you drive to work, and you listen to the radio, whatever, what's going to be on there?
Advertising.
And at this time in the AM, 7 a.m., what's the commercials that they're going to be playing, the advertisement?
Stuff that gets to you.
McDonald's, Dunkin', things like that, right? So you may see it on the highway, pull over, and like, oh, get to you. right? So now, let's say it is McDonald's, or if it's Dunkin', right? Let's say if it is, their message got to you, but it's an underhand message, which is propaganda. And now, what's the propaganda? It's convenient, right? So it got you because I don't gotta wake up and make no food or do anything like that, right?
Go to McDonald's.
Exactly. But the propaganda would be, this is fake food. So now it's not real food that's sitting inside your body, but it's convenient. But convenient at what cost? Right? So now, if you're doing this for 30 years, because now you got to pay off this house, you got this car, you got a wife, you got 2 kids, you got the American dream, you don't want to let people down. Ultimately, what is it doing? Here we go.
Programming.
It's programming you.
You want to get deep, it goes to the kids too.
Yeah.
Whatever they're listening to, they're seeing.
There you go.
It's programming them. Now you got to put out that cash. Because, oh, Dad, I need this. I seen this. I seen that.
There you
know
go.
what I'm saying? So it's like, I see.
There you
I
go.
see where you're coming from with it. So that's what I say.
Exactly.
I ain't never looked. Well, I looked at America that way before, but you just got to break it down a little bit more for me to understand it.
Okay. So now, when this is all in effect, right? Ultimately, I want to ask you this question. If whoever controls your time controls your mind, would you say that's a fair statement? Yes or no?
Whoever controls your time controls your mind,
Yep. And whoever has your mind controls your time.
which is you.
Okay. Would you say yes or no? It's not a trick question. It's just more so like question to expand on.
I'll say somewhat. Yeah, because you said whoever, I know I control my mind. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Okay.
I got you.
Got you. Right? So boom. So now we on the premise of this.
Get in your mind.
Now we on the premise of this.
Yeah.
If this is your schedule, we could go back even further when you went to school.
Yeah.
7 to 3. That's a person controlling your time and your mind from you age 4 to 65. Think about it.
I wouldn't push it to 65.
People go, all right, so you could push it to 70. People still work to 70.
No, I get it, but you see, when you're saying control the mind and goes back to school, that's something like we have no choice.
That's not true. That's not true.
All right, boom. I hear me out, right? Then we can debate whatever. Now, go on.
It's not a debate.
I'm saying, we're not saying debate. It's not like arguing. It's
Yeah.
like have a discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Going to school is something that we need to do.
No,
Correct?
no,
You don't need to.
no.
Thank you.
You need to learn. You don't need to go to school.
So in order to learn, right?
What are we doing here?
We're learning.
You're not in school.
We're not in school. We're adults. But when you're a kid,
You can get homeschooled.
when if your parents can't afford it
Then the alternative would be school.
to go to school.
But you don't have to. See, that's the thing.
No, that's what I'm saying. I know you don't have to, but if it's no other resources, you got to go to get education. I'm saying
Look at it like this.
when you're done with that.
It's the choice of your. It's the decision of your parents,
Okay.
not the child. So you have to set yourself up in a way where your child doesn't go through that. This is even deeper, but let's continue along because I see where you're going. We're gonna have a crazy discussion after this.
Yeah.
I just want to get through the lesson, and then after we get through the lesson,
I like to understand this.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you, champ. So just think about it. From 4 to 65, you're being programmed. So tell me, if you're on someone else's schedule from that age to that age, how do you control your mind?
You're right.
You know?
Somebody controls you.
Yeah, somebody based off a system that's put in place,
Gotcha.
right? So now, what's at stake here from what we were speaking about this whole time? What's at stake? What's the first question I ask you? There you go.
Your mind.
Mind, right?
Secondly,
So mind control, right? Boom. So now, ultimately, you could put you versus the USA. Why? Because the system that's put in place, that's here with their propaganda and under alignment, thinking you control your mind when you actually don't, because it's a system that they put in place for them to control your mind. So it'll be you versus the USA, and what's at stake will be The mind control. Now, where we at, obviously the USA, and when is this happening? Now? All the time, right? So you could put 24/7. This is happening 24/7, right? Boom. Now, why is this being done? It starts with a C. There you go. There you go. And the reason why it's control, isn't it easier to control people if you have them in a system as opposed to let people do whatever they want, or if they know the game that's going on? That's why there's a 1% and a 99%. You think it's easier to control the 99% or the 1%?
99%.
Exactly.
1%.
Because the 1% understand, yeah, they overstand this. They overstand this in totality. So that's why they're able to do that, right? So, boom. Now, how is this being done? I know y'all eating. I'll give y'all the answer.
No, we got
Capitalism,
Capitalism.
the system. So that's how that's being done. Boom. So capitalism is the reason why. So ultimately, if you have a problem, there's a solution, and this is where we was going back and forth on where we'll speak after this lesson is done of how. So now, ultimately, there's a solution. You want to provide a solution, correct? So the solution for this would be to take the negatives, right? And then add more positives in than the negative, because life is two-sided. Everything is two-sided. You can't have one-sided piece of paper. You can't have one-sided piece of bread. You can't have one side of your hand. You can't have a one side of your foot. Everything is two-sided. It's just how you can't have a one-sided wall. It just don't work like that, right? So you just got to outweigh the more positives than the negative. And then two, you want to detox. And detox, people only think about detox like food, or you got to detox from your phone. You got to detox from the music you listening to. You got to detox from the news. You got to detox from the people. You got to detox from everything in order for you to figure out where this is going.
That's like shutting yourself out and just doing like a reset.
Yes, because I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to end it with this, and I'll just get your feedback on the lesson. Honestly, most people don't know themselves, because why? I'll tell you why. Most people don't know themselves. They've been in a system that they don't even know that they've been in their whole life. They don't even know what they really like. So it's like, okay, I've been going to school since I was 4. I'm still working this job. I know I got this. I know I got that. A whole bunch of distractions instead of controlling this. Most people don't even understand this concept. So that's pretty much the lesson for today, guys.
Got it.
You know, that's pretty much the lesson for today. I just would love you guys' feedback on what was being told so far. How you guys doing? All right?
Fill the sign sheet.
I kind of agree. Looking at it from that perspective,
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Because, like, my situation, I got to open my eyes to me a lot. Going back to where I'm from,
Mm-hmm.
it showed me that life is totally two different things. Living here and there, totally two different things. Here is like,
Where you from?
damn.
Mm.
So it's like, to me, here's like your program. It's like, oh, you got this is what it's work, bills. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your mind is stuck on that.
Mm-hmm.
Over there, it's totally different. It's a lot more to do. You can survive more. You can control yourself, but it's ways of doing things. Here is like, you see how you break that down right there? That's,
Yeah.
I think that's about 90% of people everyday lives.
Think about it, champ.
You get what I'm saying?
Think about it.
Keyshawn.
Think about it. Keyshawn, what's your name, boss?
Kareem,
Kareem?
nice to meet you.
Anthony.
Pleasure.
What's your name, boss?
Kishan.
Keyshawn?
Yeah, take a seat.
Okay. The lesson just ended, but I could give a recap of what went on. Can I get your take on what was presented today?
Yeah, I agree with it too. Because from at a young age, you're already accustomed
Mm-hmm.
to school, working, and as you get older, you continue that routine.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I agree with it. Like your mindset, you control your mind at a certain percent.
Okay. Fair enough.
I'll say that.
That's fair enough.
I agree with it.
Okay. Fair enough. Grizzle, you just came. How you, family?
Everything good?
Good.
Please.
Okay. So we just did the lesson. I may have to do this again. More people just came. So let's recap. We'll recap. Instead of recapping, we're gonna do this again. So I just want to take the time out to say thank you to everybody who's in this room, because you're spending your most valuable asset in here, which is time. Time is the most important thing that you have, not the money, the time. You don't believe me? If I give you $1 million today, but you gotta die in 5 minutes after you get the $1 million, are you gonna take it?
Nah, give me time, bro.
You want the time, right? You probably can figure out a way to make that in the next year, 2, 3, or 4, or 5, right? So we're on the premise of how to control your mind before it's too late. And this is what we did. So ultimately, let's say this is you, right? This is you and this is your mind. Now, the question that I got the answers to was, I want everybody to answer on their own premise. Do you control your mind?
Well, no. Sure. No food for me. Only fruits.
What would you say?
Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on the circumstances too. You know, I mean, you control something, but sometimes it's different. Whatever it's hard to control, you know.
Yes or no?
Situation.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes. 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 Okay. And are the thoughts you thinking your own thoughts?
Yes.
Yes? Yes?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. So now we look at you, this is you, right? And then we say, I control my mind, I control my own thoughts, right? Let's skip past where we are, right? I mean, what, and go to where we are. So currently, right now, we're in the Bronx, New York, which is the USA. Will we all agree
Yes.
that we're in the USA? All right, cool. All right. So since we're in the USA, for who, we can have the USA for who as well. Where and who will be for the USA. And I'm going to elaborate and break that down a little more as we go along. Now, so we're aware that the USA is a corporation,
Yeah.
the United States. We're aware of that. So you understand that concept? How about you?
Yeah.
Yes? All right, cool. So now, since the USA is a corporation, does anyone know how the USA is ran? What system is it under?
Capitalism?
There we go. Capital. So we're in a capitalistic society, and everyone in here understands what capitalism is and how it works. Yeah?
Yeah.
You? Okay. Right. So pretty much the economy, private businesses, goods, services, and if you don't become a capitalist, you're going to be a consumer to the capitalist, just spending money all day. Right? Pretty much that's to break it down for the USA. Now, what are some driving factors that have capitalism running? What are some driving factors that have capitalism running? Do we know that we could see it's on the board, but without looking on the board, huh?
I mean, you run your own business or self-employment, you make
Okay,
a part-time work.
okay, and how about?
I would say, either your own business, your own branding.
Mm-hmm. How about yourself, champ?
I would say scarcity.
Scarcity?
Manufactured scarcity.
Manufacturing scarcity?
You know, this is how like supply and demand, markets are controlled. It's like, all right, what's the value of whatever product you're consuming depends on how abundant or scarce that product is. You know, so I think becoming, even in terms of establishing your own brand, it's like the value of your brand is like you can't get this everywhere.
Got it.
You know, this is here, and here only. You
Got
know,
it.
And that value, and yeah, that making yourself seem more scarce, I guess, increases the value. So,
FOMO, fear of missing out.
fairness and
Fear of missing out. There we go. All right, cool. So now the three driving factors for me that I came up with based off of my research is advertisement, propaganda, and programming. All right? So nobody was wrong. You hit it on the head, but it's just, so now, let's take it back since we already spoke about the USA. Let's take it back to you. Now, you got the American dream. You 30 years of age. You got the house, you got the car, you work a 9 to 5, you got a wife, you got 2 kids. Right? Now, so let's say you from that 9 to 5, you wake up at 7 a.m. to get up, to do your daily routine. What are some of the first things you do when you get up, or what do you do when you get up in the a.m.?
Brush your teeth.
Right?
Okay. Just pray. Okay. After that, before you get out the door, same old routine like Keith? Huh?
Yeah, shop or
Okay.
check on your family first too.
There you go.
Make sure everyone is looking first.
At any point in time before you leave to go to work, do you check your phone?
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah, right? Hell yeah, right?
There's a distraction here, bro. You go to the bathroom, you don't have your phone, you don't have your phone, maybe in the shower.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of people, their phone is addictive.
Yeah.
Like that's just like first thing I do, I'll pray before I touch that phone.
Yeah.
No once I touch that phone, so when I pray, thanks. I look at my text like I said, then I go on my Bible app.
There you go on your Bible.
My day.
All right,
You know what I'm
boom.
saying? That's what I do.
All right, so boom, there you go. So when you check your phone, there's certain things that you check, right? But let's just say the average person is they're gonna check the email, they're gonna check social media, they're gonna check the text, and they're gonna check the call,
Yep.
right? No, I don't know which order you checking in, but I know you checking some of those, one of them. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the importance of the priority, right? So now, in your email, what's populated in the email? Most of the time, advertisement. Advertisement, a whole bunch of advertisement, right? A whole bunch of advertisement. Now, if you check in your social media, what's populated?
Advertisement.
There we go. There you go. There you go. So now, if you check your text, what will be populated in your text?
Oh, advertisement too.
There you go. Depending on what time. If you go on Indeed and you've been applying for stuff, it's gonna be like, oh, we have this job opening or that job opening, right? Boom. Now call, and maybe somebody a bill collector, or maybe maybe something like that, or somebody, your mom or whoever the case may be. But bring it back full circle now. Advertisement is gonna be, you could say, in all of these. Propaganda is gonna be in all of these as well. But let's just speak on text and call, right? How will propaganda be fixed in the call? Or prompt up in the call? Or text? Let's just say this. I had an incident where someone called me and they said, so-and-so, when he got on the phone, right? He spoke, I'm going through such and such. I'm losing it right now, XYZ. So I let him speak and I said, I hear you. But when you speak to me on the phone, you talk positive. Because I'm not going to come to you and say, yo, such and such, I don't know how you feeling. I want to speak life to people. That's just me personally. I speak life to people. Most people speak the opposite or just do what they got up, right? So boom. So that's a form of propaganda because deep down inside you, I want you to feel how I'm feeling based off of my current situation, right? So it's like, okay, I'm not saying it's propaganda, but it's like, I want him to feel. And then I asked him, I said, when you called me or when you spoke to me, you want me to feel how you want to feel? He's like, yeah, because I don't know how to do X, Y, Z. I said, yeah, but you got kids. Well, it's between me and you. Okay, if it's between me and you, cool. But still, you got to still come on, ask how I'm doing.
Yeah, like,
Do certain things before, you get to that point. So that's just another form of propaganda. And then depending on who calls you. Somebody calling you like, we spoke, and you said, if you see somebody, the group text, and they talk about basketball, stuff like that, you like, y'all answer that later. Because who really cares about that 7 a.m. pretty much unless you betting or something?
I depends on who texts. Like I said, if it's my mom or somebody, I check it. If it's maybe the homie, I do that later. When I'm outside.
There you go. Exactly.
Realizing what's-
Exactly. Exactly. So,
Text your boys in the chat, and it starts from one to the next, and you lose time.
yeah,
You get distracted.
you're getting distracted by all
As
that.
I said, certain texts I answer, I know when to answer certain text messages.
There you go.
Once a week.
There you go. So now, going back to you, if this is your schedule for the next 30 years, what's ultimately happening to you?
Losing
Being
time.
conditioned.
Being conditioned. So you pretty much, what'd you say?
Losing time.
You losing time. And you? I already got y'all. You know.
I mean, sometimes different situations push you to move to a different level to, you know, like, I mean, sometimes like focusing on turning your the kids, the cars, and so, you know, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sometimes friends are with friends are straight away on different path, you know, sometimes they might call you up, you know, you want to meet with everybody,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because, I mean, yeah, man.
So those, go ahead.
Oh, so this is kind of illustrating how, like, the question you asked in the beginning, like, do you have control over your own thoughts? And it's like, yeah, do you really? Like,
See, he knows where we going.
things are-
Dude, you gotta be quiet. You gotta be quiet, champ. You gotta be quiet. No, I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that, bro. I like that. Yes. So here we go. So now, he ultimately said, he said a condition. I just got the word different. You're being programmed. If you're doing this for 30 years, right? Your house is a 30-year mortgage. Your car may be 7 years. Your wife and kids is a lifetime. If you stick with that person. So it's a lifetime, right? So now, with that being said, as we move along, who is already filled in? What's at stake here? Your mind. You know what I'm saying? The reason your mind is at stake is because, would you say this is a fair judgment? Whoever controls your time controls your mind?
Yeah.
More than likely, right?
Yeah, that's definitely good.
And vice versa. If I got your mind, I got your time, because based off of 30 years, all the time that you're spending, that's what's going on, right? Now, when you look at when is this going on?
Every waking moment.
There we go, 24/7. This is going on. Everybody in here got different shifts. If you work overnight and you open your phone at 2 a.m., it's still the same stuff going to be showing and happening, right? So now, why is this going on? It's obviously up there, but why is this going on? Programming. Control. There you go. So it's ultimately going on control, and this is not up on the board, which is good. So now I get to explain it. So this is not up on the board, but it's control, right? The reason why is it easier to control the 99% or the 1%? The 99, right? 99%. The 1% overstand this system. They overstand this system. That's why you can't control them. That's why they know how to evade taxes, et cetera, et cetera. They know about stuff that the 99% don't, because they here 30 years chasing the American dream.
And if they do, the 99%
Don't-
know about it.
They ain't gonna do nothing about it.
Soon enough to get the knowledge to do what it has to take to get to that 1%.
There you go.
It's easy to just to manipulate you.
Easy. There you go.
So I'm just like that.
Cause you're not asking questions. When you've been in school since 4 and you're supposed to retire when you're 65, come on.
Yeah.
That's 61 years of your life if you even make it there. But now a lot of people dropping like flies early in their 50s. So it's a
And it's
scam.
not even 65 anymore.
What is?
Pushing up the retirement age, I think 67 now.
Wow.
And people not even getting there. And then if you do get there, let's talk about the
Average lifespan.
not just the average lifespan, but how much you're gonna make.
Yeah.
Inflation. Come on.
Yeah, things are changing.
Let's think about that, right? So boom. So now bring it back full circle. How is this happening? Through a system called capitalism. You got this system in place where if this company, like let's say McDonald's, is spending 30, 40, 50 million to you, to your mind, whether you drive in to get there or if you hear it on the radio, if you open your phone or whatever the case may be, if you walk in your house and your kids see it red thing with the M on it, they already know it's McDonald's. Dunkin's the same thing. Logos. So it's a propaganda in a lot of things. It is programming a lot of things. So now that we got that out the way, obviously there's a solution to everything. There's a problem, there's a solution. So the solution will ultimately be these negatives that you have here, you got to turn into a positive, right? And the reason why you got to turn the negative to a positive is because you cannot have one side of anything. You don't believe me? Try to make a one-side wall. Try to have a one-side paper. Try to have one-side hand. Try to have a one-side foot. Back of a chair, one side. It's impossible. Coin. It's two sides to everything. So all the negatives that's here, you got to turn positive, and then ultimately you need to detox from everything. Phone, music, TV, friends, family, so you can ultimately understand this concept, which is just as a beginner's concept. It gets way deeper than this. I have a YouTube channel where I dive in deeper than this. This is just basic level. But I was granted the permission by Josh, and I truly appreciate all y'all for this lesson. Even me having to do it again, it just got me more hype. I see more people like, oh, let's do it again. So ultimately, thank you. And I just love to get feedback on this lesson from 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, I definitely see. I was actually talking to my daughter about the school thing that you just explained, because I was telling her, I think it was like 13 or 17 years, and she's 9. And I asked, I said, you after you finish school, what you gonna do? You gonna go work for somebody? I said, you ain't gonna have no life, nothing. I said, because I'm trying to teach her how to, because they always want sneakers and stuff like that. So I was like, yo, instead of just buying the sneakers, I give you $100, figure out how to double it, then you could buy your sneakers and still have your $100. You know what I'm saying? So she thought about the lemonade. I'm like, yeah, lemonade, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, it's definitely official. Definitely.
Appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it.
I do believe where we come from, we gotta really change our mindset on how we structure things and do things. Even starting with us, we're not sacrificing enough things that's positively correct to even correct what's already been going on wrong. You know, so it's when you say the propaganda and brainwashing and programming is all tied into one. All tied into one. We don't have the structure or the discipline enough to be like, this is no. We want the justification, the satisfaction for the moment. We want it for the moment. We don't want the justify and the satisfaction for the long haul. You know, that's great that conversation that you having, conversing with your daughter. That's a beautiful thing. We don't got the opportunity for when our child gets 16 years old, they have a property waiting for them, or they got a storefront waiting for them, or they got something to show them what business is and what you've been working so hard for. All we can present them is nice name brand clothes and sneakers. So now when they grow up, that's the only thing that's on their mindset. Nice clothes and sneakers. So look good. Not knowing once you step outside, there's no value when the dirt hit you. Dirt hit the bottom of your shoe. Or stain is on your shirt. There's no value. That's the only thing that we think about. Consume. This is where the programming comes from. They throw it in front of you. That's what we do, sit in front of the TV and eat it up. Eat it up.
The kids eating up more.
So now we don't listen to the radio. Remember, the radio was the first thing. Now it's no longer the radio that we're focusing on. It's the phone. It's the phone. And the algorithm says every time you look at a pair of sneakers, you're going to see 5 other sneaker sites come up at that same particular time. It's what you ingest, that's what you want to see the most.
He's spending big money to market to you. Millions of dollars.
I guess it's people that's blatantly telling you like, yo, focus on this, do this, because by the time the end of that YouTube thing, we falling asleep. But that these little entertainers come on here, we wide awake, we ain't tired.
Biggest thing ever is entertainment. People want to be entertained more than anything. But I digress. You gotta take.
I guess to piggyback off of what John said, I think when is a very important question, because when you talk about the phone, we're kind of coming into this era where like these technologies are new. So it's like, how do you mentally handle things that you've never seen before? There's no data on saying, okay, well, this is how, almost like, how do you detox from this? What's the manual to detox from this kind of environment? Like, how do you
Go to my YouTube channel.
decondition yourself? Like, right. Which now, but I'm back on this phone, right?
Yeah.
Programming.
Right? Let's say, right.
But see, what that goes along with the programming. Certain programming is beneficial for you.
Right.
Yes.
And some is not.
And some of it is not.
Yeah.
You know, and you still gotta monetize even on the beneficial
Yeah.
because
Two sides to everything.
you gotta monetize them and we have to understand how when they invented the phone, where it was from there versus where we at now.
There we go.
It's a big.
Because before
Think about
was just a phone call, you're just talking.
And you ain't have it in your pocket. You had to.
Yo, basically your phone controls everything
Now,
now.
human beings, I believe, we didn't supposed to have so much exposure to each other. This is what the problem is too. You know what I'm saying? Most time it's just where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
And if I wanted to see something, I would have to migrate or
Go, yeah,
travel
absolutely.
to go
Mm-hmm.
see it. You don't even have to do that no more because the whole world uses these gadgets, and you could go look at somebody got in Thailand,
Yeah, man, all over.
you know,
Mhm.
without even traveling over there.
Agreed.
So it's just
Talking
how you
about that,
utilize
things have changed, bro.
these things.
Agreed.
Change.
Agreed.
Besides everything, right? So
Yeah.
now, if you're not consuming it, you're producing it for someone else to consume it. And
True.
it's like, in a way, we're all slaves to our environment.
But here you go. We all are, but there's a benefit and a negative to both. Like you said, let's bring it full circle. Now, I'm recording this for people to see, but it's to better. I'm not talking about, yo, let's go to the hood and let's do X, Y, Z. I'm trying to give you, not even trying, I'm attempting to give you a perspective that you may have not seen the way your mind works. So it's both. No, it's both. It's both. So I agree with you as well.
But eventually, you want to grow your YouTube channel, right?
Of course.
Right? Once you grow your YouTube channel, what happens? They put ads in it. They put ads in your videos. Now when I watch your videos, guess what
Okay.
it is?
So all right, here we go. Let me give you the ultimate solution. Let me give y'all the ultimate solution.
I'm not saying you need
No. I'm gonna give you the ultimate solution. You heard? This is the ultimate solution, champ. You gotta go off grid. If you don't want to deal with it, you gotta go off grid because you're gonna have to deal with this. Like I said, ultimately it's gonna be negatives, but you have to stay positive. But if you don't want to deal with anything, this is the ultimate solution, and most people aren't. So you might as well take this with this, detox, and just further the way your mind sees things. You know, and you seem like a very intelligent man, just by the way your mannerisms are, how you keep eye contact, the structure. You know what I'm saying? Like you seem like an intelligent man, and you seem like you're thinking as I'm speaking, but you're thinking about, how can I further this? How can I do more? So I can see that. You get what I'm saying? So that's the ultimate solution.
off grid, right?
Off grid. You know what I'm saying? And I did it in 2 words. I didn't have to go into a whole bunch of soliloquies and all that type of stuff because the truth is simple. A lie is complicated.
Now, how do you handle, in a sense, because these are all like drugs.
Yeah.
You go off grid.
Mm-hmm.
Most people can't handle that withdrawal.
Mm.
Withdrawal from that. Now, what's the process of going through?
So
withdrawing?
So ultimately, you gotta have a strong mind to go off grid. So you gotta do some inner work, right? You gotta do some inner work before you even get there. So in order to become that person to even go off grid or to do anything in life, you need to do the work to become that person. Because it doesn't matter what happens. If you're not doing the work to become that person, you're gonna.
But this is where we go back to once again the 99%. This is where we go right back to the 99%. The 99% is dominantly dependent on someone else to move and keep them away. They can't keep themselves away. That's why
That's
you
the
can't
hard
get rid of
part.
the phone or this. And that's why this becomes the drug because you're dependent on it because in actual real life, you cannot manifest with yourself.
Everyone needs everybody though.
Yeah, right.
Everyone needs everybody.
When you step over to this, you should be able to go over there and exit everybody out here and be okay. For a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you should be a month. You should be able to be okay. We all come into a dependent now. Yeah, we do need each other. We using each other as a crutch. use it as a crutch.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not for the benefit, it's just for your company. It's for your company. But then you get tired of the company. This is where you start to match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to detach from from people itself. You should be able to go over here and focus and channel in for a period of time without these withdrawals.
So can I ask anyone here a question? This is like a personal situation that happened to me maybe like 2 months ago. I had a little warrant and I got, I was in there for like 12 hours. I didn't have my phone. I got out and I was had to go to the precinct to get my phone. Oh, the computer shut down. Come back after 6. Cool. That was the best time ever. Not saying being in it, but not having my phone, I felt so good.
Yeah.
I came up in an era where we was outside playing freeze tag, manhunt, Scalesies,
Yep.
dodgeball, suicide.
Yeah.
I came up in that era. So the phone for me, I grew up in the best generation. I'm pretty sure everyone here is at least 30.
Yeah.
At least. If you in your 20s, late 20s, that's even, but you still grew up in the era.
Yeah, everybody thirsty.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. Like, for me, I could survive with it. It's just how I talk to my daughter. You know what I'm saying? How would I talk to my mom? How would I talk to my girl? How would I, like, I have a child. So it's like, I want to figure that out too, but like, I know this. Let me just say that. I know this. I know this one thing. I could be thinking about you and you text me. You know why? But that signals through the air. It's not no coincidence. If I'm thinking about somebody, they texting me or they calling me or something, it's because, bro, we're light beings. You don't believe the power you have because all this distraction. But I'm not gonna get that deep. But yo, I go deep on my YouTube channel. I promise you do. If everybody could sign in and give their email right there and their name, I'll put y'all on my list, my mailing list, and then I'll send y'all the details for the YouTube. That'll be awesome, and y'all can just check it out from there.
Let me ask you a question. How do you feel without that phone for a couple hours? Like,
Great.
Great. You forget you gotta talk to your mom, so you like how you felt as a person, like what you felt disconnected from, like.
I felt that my hand is not like this.
Okay.
Normally your hand is like this because you always got your phone in your hand. So now you gotta think I'm in the cage or whatever. I'm there, but I'm like I'm getting out. But I'm just thinking. I'm thinking about it, but I'm like I don't have no time to think about that because I'm in here. If anything happened, I gotta protect myself. So.
Let's be honest. Let's just be 100%.
Mhm.
Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
But let's should it be? We don't even know that motherfucker. That's texting us about a day.
I'm gonna keep it as that.
Keep it big. We don't know that many people that's texting us in and out of a day.
I went from
Majority,
keep it real with you.
kid, mother, friends.
That's it.
Yeah.
It depends.
And it varies.
It varies.
So I did a poll for you one other day.
With me,
You know what I'm saying? So
very popular,
social media is
right?
very
Mhm.
Before that, like everybody texted me, what a party at?
You a DJ?
No, promoter.
Promoter.
I promoted for years. I promoted for years. But
Okay.
all that shit is done now. Fuck that shit. And I felt like it was a life that wasn't for me,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to get, like, I'll say, destroyed to be me. You know what I'm saying? I go deep a little bit.
Mhm.
Goes back to what you're saying. I used to wake up like thousands of text messages from different people. When shit hit the fan, the only person that would text me would be my mom. I have like a support group of like 5 older females. They're older than me. They call me their little bros, but they all married. That's my support group. And I sit back and I'm like, what the fuck? And it's fun. Because as I get up, I'll do my regular thing, but then I'm texting this friend, yo, meet me here. Yo, we gonna hear you after work, pull up after work, this. Link this girl. So I'm like, what the fuck? So to get my mind right, like when I went back to my country where I was from, when I go up on the farm, I forgot my phone one day. I forgot this shit. For like the first hour, I was like, I'm like, yo, hold the fuck up, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
It's not even me.
I start walking like I'm going in the joke. Actually, I start walking and shit, and I start thinking about different shit. Like, what if I never became a promoter and went this way? What if I took this route? My mind start being like, I start feeling different. I start for the whole week. I left the phone. I got up, checked it, texted, I left it on dip. I was at peace.
There you go.
In mind, like I was. So when you get on this,
Yes.
every little thing, especially you go on Facebook or Instagram, forget about it.
Yeah.
You'll watch this, you'll click over this, you'll see this app or this food, you'll watch this program. You kill about 2 hours on that phone when you could have been doing something productive to benefit you. Hey, in the long
Look.
run.
This is the conversations we be having
Yes.
when we be doing our little mindset group meetings.
Yeah. We be having, me, Josh, and Maurice be having our mindset group meetings. This is,
dangerous.
yeah.
I tell anybody that. And you know what's crazy to me? Sometimes you think something that pops up on your phone. I don't know if that ever happened. to
Because
anybody.
your phone is listening to you.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I heard like if it's not
Your phone is listening to you ultimately. So,
now, like when I go home, I come home at 7 o'clock. I put my phone down.
yeah,
Until the next day, like I had enough of it because I realized it distracts you from doing a lot of things.
but also too, here's another thing with the phone. You have to build up the strength mentally to have the phone there and say, when I get on my phone, I'm only gonna check certain things. Because that's also a negating what you have on your phone. Like now, me personally, I got all those apps too, but that don't mean I need to go on them. You gotta build that up. If I could do it, you could do it. We all got the same time in the day, right? So it's no. But what I'm saying is, what I'm personally saying is that once you build that up, then the phone doesn't become the problem. So this is the thing: people from the ghettos in America, how we grow up, we find the problem instead of the solution all the time. We always like, this is a problem, this is a problem, this is a problem. Well, be the solution.
Other country too. Don't think it's America.
No, I don't know, because I've been.
I really like you.
Okay,
I travel a lot.
okay.
I travel a
Huh?
lot.
It's the whole world at this point.
Yeah, it's the whole world. Yeah.
30 countries on my belt. I can tell you. Don't
So
think
yeah, but it's
America alone. It's the whole world.
here's the thing: it's so much easier to think negative than it is positive because negativity spreads faster. Based on what condition? Let's go. Let's dive in. If you play the news right now, 40 to 56 minutes of the news negative. 4 minutes is going to be something positive about the weather or something like that. So
Big problems.
30 years of that, listening to it, going to the work, listening to the radio. Oh, there's an accident here. Oh, this person caught on fire. Oh, this person got robbed. Oh, this lady got shot. Come on, bro.
That's why, if you look at it right, when some people come to work, they're miserable.
I don't listen.
No, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
right? On the way coming to work, they listen to bullshit.
Because they listening to all of that and they
So
don't.
come to work now with this. I'm like, yo, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. You heard what happened on the news? I don't care about what happened on the news,
Like,
bro.
If you start your morning positive, no matter what happens throughout the day, your mindset is going to be on a positive note. Like if you start off negative, whatever comes to the day, you're going to try to take that out.
Yes. It's the truth.
If you start positive, you're like, yo, I said to myself this morning, this is what's going to be. I'm sticking to that. Might be distractions, but I gotta stick to it.
So
That's
this
what I learned.
this goes back to the last point. I'm gonna cut the camera so we still could talk. But this is the last point. When we spoke when I first did this,
Yeah.
and you said, "Oh, when the guy called you and he spoke negative, this is what I mean."
Yeah.
You cannot talk to me like you're the news.
But that's the thing. See how you got yourself, like that's you program yourself. It's hard for a lot of people to like start their day off that way.
This is why we here, champ. This is why we here. No. I'm saying this is why we here so we can get the opening, the first start. And if this interests you more, just follow the YouTube page. I can guarantee you.
No, I'll check it
You
out.
get what I'm saying? It's a lot in here, and I'm only here just to pass the message on. That's all it is. And once again, like I said, y'all time is the most valuable asset that you have. Y'all could have been doing something else. Y'all was able to put on shoes, socks, underwear, and come here. We take that for granted, but some people who don't have arms, legs, they can't even do that.
Yeah.
So to get here to receive the message, I honestly wanted a change or figure out something or think something. So once again, I thank all y'all for being here. And I just want to get your opinion on the lesson for today, and I can shut down.
Man, I mean, it's something you have here, you know what I mean, with the Tory here, the car, family, you know, if you can focus on that, I mean, you can achieve that, you know.
Mhm.
This young as a good class, man, I mean, as, like you were speaking with us, you know, a lot of people go to Delhi and they be buying stuff, you know,
Mhm.
Delhi, you know, never share, so you know, man,
Mhm.
that
can't be good for your mental health right there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let me just realize something, you know, a small business or something, you know, they just need a consumer you buying all the time, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's, you know, like,
Yeah, you don't. You young that you go to, they know you by name, they know you by face.